start with opening remarks from you.
Yeah, a tough start for us, I would say. Fun atmosphere, though, with Lindenwood, I think a crosstown rival. A game, I would say, that would be a winnable game in our league, for sure. Kind of like players, but tough to come back from a 9-0 start, and maybe 19-4, was it 19-6, something like that? 17-4. So just trying to crawl back from that, and then get to a place of taking a lead, and now trying to maintain that and not run out of gas in that moment. But great effort from these two sitting next to me. Rebounding effort from Jaden for sure. KK saw some go in. I think that really helped early on. And just being in attack mode, both of them, to try to generate some more offense for us, because had a few shooting woes, in case anyone was paying attention. So I think from that standpoint, we saw the ball go in the basket a little more today, which is a good start.
There were some stretches that I'll get to in a second, but I did want to say, tough 9-0 start, but you guys battled back, took the lead late in the second quarter.
Oh, yeah.
And was close at halftime, got your team back in the game. We noticed after it was 9-0, you called timeout. What did you say in the huddle during that timeout?
Yeah, just about guarding and really focusing on getting stops, not falling asleep on certain actions. And then just offensively, like running better offense, setting screens for each other. I thought we did a better job once we got settled in our offense of like working to get each other open, as opposed to just like kind of trying to do things on our own, or all of us watching one or two players. And so once we did that, I thought that we got a better offensive flow. And now a player that's going one-on-one or attacking like KK, she's got some screening going on around her too. So there's people that are occupied, and now they're not just sitting underneath the basket when she gets to the rim. And so once that happened, I think that really helped our offensive game a little bit more.
You said you talked about guarding in that first time out.
Yeah.
You guys held them to 7 minutes in the second half to no scoring at all. We noticed on the broadcast that there was a lot of give and go by Lindenwood. Is that something that you took note of, or what was it about guarding specifically?
Yeah, they run a lot of different actions. So our group, obviously, you have a 1.5 day swing to like try to guard and try to figure that out. So it was studying film. In this break, they all did their own scout. And so we had a half of our group that did the Western scout, half of them that did the Lindenwood scout. And so just being locked in on some of that action, jumping to the basketball, because they set a lot of ball screens, back screens. And so our group really locking in on some of that stuff, I think really helped us from a defensive standpoint. Now, the hard part is it's great that you can hold someone for 7 minutes straight, but now you have to score. You have to, you can't just keep like, I think we were stuck on 41 for a while, 47, 41. It was like back and forth for that amount of time, and so you need to find ways to generate some offense, during those times when you're getting stops, which is great. It's like a positive part of the game and side of the ball. Now you need to find something positive on the offensive side of the ball that's going to be really helpful for us.
You talk about the shooting woes. Obviously, we know about the shooting woes, but you're still getting good shots.
We are, yeah.
Getting good shots, and they have to go down, right, at some point?
Yeah, obviously hitting 8 threes, I think that's a big help. Yeah. You get to a place of like getting over 4 to 5 threes a game, especially when you're shooting 20 to 25. You see the basketball go in a little bit more. I think hopefully this will just be contagious, and we'll see a little bit more of it on Tuesday, at Eastern. But I also think like there's moments where we probably settle, where, okay, we got an open look after one pass, and let's pry again. Let's pry again and get another really, really good look. I think those times where we have like good offensive runs, that's what we do. We don't just take maybe the first one we get. We set another good screen. We ran some really good action at the end there, but I think we were just down. It was too late. We didn't have another quarter. Could have used another quarter. But we did a great job of executing a play out of a timeout, and there was multiple sides of the floor that were used. There were really great screens set. Hallie set a great screen for KK where she hit a 3 right in front of our bench. And so just being able to work the ball around the floor a little bit more and not just take the first one we get, because like percentages tell you, like the more you work the ball, the higher percentage the shot will become, because the defense is now overworked. They have to scramble again and scramble again and scramble again. So we probably could be a little more patient, but it's hard not to take open shots. I know that.
Yeah. Jaden, I wanted to ask you, 10 points, 8 rebounds in this game, probably the best overall game of the season. Talk about the physicality you played with today, because you were aggressive basket, drawing contact, getting to the line. Talk a little bit about how your confidence is growing.
Yeah,
in your game.
coaches, my teammates, everyone believes in me, and I've been working on it in these last few practices, and I feel like I can expand that in my game and really be aggressive and help the team out. And rebounding, we've been talking about rebounding, and that helps the team get more chances offensively, and it helps me go back up and get a layup as well. So just working on being aggressive, going to the ball, getting second chances for the team, that helps.
KK 17 points, shots started to go down a little bit better today.
Yeah.
But again, I mean, I'll bring it up. I know we brought it up Thursday, but I mean, they're gonna double you, like almost every time. So, and I know you trust your teammates, but today you really you took it to the basket a little bit more than you did Thursday. Talk a little bit about your aggressiveness.
I think what helped me being able to take it to the basket was the fact that I was able to knock down my threes. I even heard them say you need to go over on 33 overall screens. So I think I've been getting in the gym all week. Coach Ariel, Coach Sam, like just letting me know, like, let it go. When you catch it, if you see it, let it go, because that's what's going to bring the defense out. So therefore, I was able to attack a lot more. And then the fact that we were all knocking down shots, it opened up a lot of lanes as well. So that really helped.
I would say too, like we've been preaching guarding and the defensive side of the ball, and like 4 steals. I don't know the last SIUE player that had 4 steals. Like just that defensive energy that we need, you know, and hopefully that rubs off on a few other players, because that can generate offense. Like when you're having shooting moments, like defense can generate offense for you, you know. So I think seeing her like be aggressive and get deflections and get steals, like get in passing lanes, you know, she stole a couple up at the half court line and that generated a 2-on-1 layup with Jay. Like, so I think little stuff like that is only going to continue to build all of our, you know, aggressiveness and our defensive focus.
And I know it sounds like a broken record, but you look at some of these peripheral numbers. I mean, you're right there with every team you're playing against, and could it be as easy as we just need to make more shots? I mean, could it be that easy? Or?
It could, but you know, there's also defense, there's also free throw rebounds, there's also those little times and moments where like that would have been one less rebound for them, one less possession for them, it would have been our possession. And what happens when you have more possessions? You increase your scoring, you know. So I think it's a lot of things for sure, but you know, shooting helps. You know, the Celtics, Joe Mazzulla, they just said this, they just asked him the other day.
Yeah.
He said, the interviewer asked him, could it be as simple as just you guys got to make more shots? He was like, best question I've heard all year. He was like, yeah, sometimes that's what it is. You know, now I think we are getting into a better defensive rhythm. We got to continue to do that. And the boards is big. Like if we can get to a place of winning the boards or being closer to winning the boards, I think that's going to really help.
Coach, there was only one trip to the line in the first half in today's matchup, none against Western, but there was 14 points in the paint in the first half. Sort of from your perspective, what goes into that disparity?
I think it's partially our aggressiveness. You know, like we have to be aggressive at the jump and trying to drive it, and within our offense, finding moments where we can, you know, we have open gaps, we have opportunities to get to the basket, and then when we get there, what do we do with it, right? Like, do we just kick it out and then the next person continues to run the offense, or are we aggressive? Are we shot faking? Are we leaning in, you know, to try to generate some contact too? That's all I got. Yeah.
I mean, to add on to that, we only have 5 free throw attempts with 2 minutes left.
Yeah.
So I don't, it can't be just what you just said.
Yeah, you're right.
So, okay,
We're not going
let's
to play
get
the
off
blame game. We're going to be better. We got to be better.
Let's get off. So talk about now you have a couple of days to get ready for Eastern Illinois. Right now, they're undefeated, best team in the conference in terms of record. What will you guys be working on to get ready?
Yeah, they've got a lot of transfers that are being really impactful for them right now. They returned Mason McGlone, a player of the year in the league. So it's going to be a really tough scout. It's going to be a really tough game. It's got to be one of those games where you can't take any possession off. You have to be ready to play. You have to be locked in on the scout. And gosh, we're going to have all day tomorrow to focus and study the scout. And we don't want to make class. So we should be all about Eastern for the next 48 hours of our lives.
Thanks,
Yep.
Coach.
Thank you.